Told you I'd see you again for part 2. So let's pick up the story with the 26th lifetime release to appear on CD in Japan. And that one is from Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee. This is also part of that Flash OB series, released in 1990. That's the back cover. For LP fans only, appeared in that same series. Very short CD, barely 20 minutes. And the same is true for A Date with Elvis. Then in 1991, all the Elvis in the 90s series CDs started appearing, including Something for Everybody. So this is the first release of that CD. This one is a promo. Golden Records Volume 3 was also released in that same series. Its first time on CD, but I don't have that one. I have this one here, the mini LP CD. This one has a white sticker, so it's from 2005. This is Elvis for Everyone, which also came out initially in the 90s series. This is a 1995 reissue on the Smile Price series. I mentioned this one in the previous video. It seems to have been a quick series they knocked off to get rid of some old stock. There's the back, and this one is also a promo. Still in 1991, and the Elvis in the 90s series, this is the first issue of Gold Records Volume 4. Love Letters from Elvis was also released that year in the same series, Elvis in the 90s, but here I have only the mini LP CD. It's hard to believe it took them as long as 1992 before they released From Elvis in Memphis on CD. I have a 1999 reissue here. This is a remastered version, part of a series, all of which have this Artist of the Century logo at the top. The series comprised 10 later studio albums. And also in that same series was Back in Memphis, originally released in the Elvis in the 90s series. Okay, moving on, we've got 1992 again with Today. This copy is also a remaster from 1999. And that brings me to the one CD I can't show you, the one album that was released during Elvis's lifetime, which also came out on CD. And that brings me to the one CD I can't show you, the one album that was released during his lifetime, which came out on CD in Japan that I don't have, is Welcome to My World. And there are a couple of reasons for that. One, it's expensive, especially buying it with its OB. And as I mentioned in the first part, it's not a really essential album. It's just a compilation of his country songs. So I can't show you that one, unfortunately. But I can show you the next one. Where are we? Still in 1993. Yeah, still in 1993. Girls, Girls, Girls came out with the Kid Galahad soundtrack. So until this point, only the 50s soundtrack albums, Loving You, King Creole, and the two early 60s soundtrack albums, J.I. Blues and Blue Hawaii, had been released on CD. That's Girls, Girls, Girls. And if you're going to buy the Japanese double features series, the first 4, make sure you get the correct jewel cases with them, because they are fatter than normal. I'll try and show that to you. The top jewel case there is the Today CD, which we just looked at, and the one on the bottom is the double features CD, a little bit fatter because the booklet is so thick. You get not only the original English information and photographs, you also get lots of Japanese information as well. So that's why they needed the bigger jewel case. You also get a 4-page insert showing both front and back covers of the original LPs. Same year, same series. It happened at the World's Fair and Fun in Acapulco. Also Roustabout, along with Viva Las Vegas, not released on LP at the time, of course. I don't know about these covers. What do you think? I think I would have preferred the original album covers on the front rather than these stills from the movies. I don't know. But as I say, with these Japanese double features, you do get an insert showing the original album artwork. And the last of those first double features with the fat jewel cases was this one here with 2 more soundtrack albums, Harem Scarum and Go Happy. So we're nearly at the end now. Still a few more albums from the 70s had not appeared by that point. Still in 1993, we then got the Elvis Now album. And then in 1994 came Elvis, or the full album. As well as Raised on Rock. It also says Raised on Rock on the back, not for old time's sake. And the last 70s studio album to appear on CD was Good Times, again in 1994. And we're right down to the last few albums now. There's just a few more soundtracks and one more to go. Getting into 1990, is this still 4? Yeah, 1994, summer 94 came another double features CD with Frankie and Johnny and Paradise Hawaiian Style. By this time, the jewel cases were just standard thickness. They do still have the 4-page insert with the album artwork, as pointed out in this little black strip here in Japanese. There's the back. At the same time, we got this CD here with 2 more soundtracks, Spin Out and Double Trouble. Again, this one has the insert with the album artwork. And that was a short run of 3 double feature CDs. This one was the last one, with Kissing Cousins and Clambake, as well as songs from Stay Away Joe. Then in 1995, they released the last 3 double features CDs, only one of which featured music that came out on an LP originally. That was the Speedway album, right here. So Speedway was the last one to come out on CD, and there's the back. And so the very last album, lifetime release to come out on CD in Japan was The Sun Sessions. And this one that I have here is a mini LP CD from 2005 with a white sticker, originally coming out in 2000. The Japanese LP had the same artwork as the UK Sun Collection LP, and that CD didn't come out in Japan until 2015 on the, I forget the name of the series now, the one that I showed you, which That's the Way It Is appeared in from 2015, Rock and its 60th anniversary or something. And there's the back. This one has 16 songs, which I think is the same as the original LP. It doesn't have Beyond the Reef, Janekde, help me out here. You know, the one that was released on Legendary Performer Volume 2. Harbour Lights, it doesn't have Harbour Lights. So there you go. what have I shown there in two videos? 49 of the 50 lifetime releases that came out on CD in Japan. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Cheers.